Oh, you can go bring up a graphic. Take scoreboard down. Bring the graphic up. Make sure it's on loop.
I got it. Oh, shoot.
Okay, we're started. It's fine. It's totally fine.
I got the graphic up. Give me a minute.
Okay. Are we going live? It sounds like we're going live out right now.
Yeah, I think we are.
So, okay. No, I mean our audio's hot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have us up for the moment. So we're going right now.
Okay.
And then,
cool.
Should I leave? Can I close out this browser, or do I need to leave it open?
You could probably leave it open. I don't think it's going to hurt the stream. And
now, do I need to be aware of anything with the keyboard and Akai?
Men's basketball, Bakersfield College, Antelope Valley College here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Tip starts around 5 p.m. Join us in about 15 minutes. Mike Zepeda, Jeff Stornoff with you.
If I have the browser open, do I need to worry about the Akai or the keyboard like you were talking about? Will that not work?
Go ahead and let's take down the audio, and then you can go.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you if I take down the audio.
Call me.
Okay. pleasant good evening, and we welcome you to Antelope Valley College for Marauder basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Back-to-back games here, men's and women's doubleheader, I should say, but this is a back-to-back matchup, a home-and-home between Antelope Valley College and Bakersfield College. Tonight's game, they moved down to Lancaster after Bakersfield won the opener in the men's game earlier this week. It was an 80-54 win as the Gades won it going away. Jeff Stoynoff joined by Mike Zapata. And Michael, it's a home-and-home here, so a chance for the Renegades to get right back at it, but they got a big hill to climb here after going down pretty big up in Bakersfield.
Yeah, pretty rough for the Marauders at Bakersfield, getting pretty smashed there. 80-54. Bakersfield, a tough place to play. You could say it's adjacent to Antelope Valley College, but it's still a drive and a raucous crowd if there was one. So, be interesting to see how AVC can respond. You got the home crowd now. They have fans, and see how they come out.
And they got us here. I mean, that's something.
That's true.
Let's bring up our starting lineups here for tonight. And fans of the Marauders might recognize the Jonathan Daniels for the third straight game not in the lineup, and the Marauders have definitely missed Daniels, not only a great scoring threat, but a leader on the floor as well. So it's Lucas Bagsik, Imani Scott in the backcourt, and then they bring in Joshua Asif. So they get a little bigger with Asif, DeJour Lewis, and Virgil Mahoney in the starting lineup, I should say. And the Renegades, meanwhile, counter with Tyrell Coleman, Joshua Lewis, Sean Fry, DeAndre Pemberton, and Nicholas Thomas. And Tyrell Coleman is a dynamic athlete and scorer. He recently, in fact, in the last game, went over 1,000 points for his career at Bakersfield College, as he is a returning sophomore, and he did it in just 56 games. And Aaron Chavez, we talked to him a little bit earlier this week, and he was effusive in his praise and talked about, hey, listen, this is one of the best offensive players I've ever seen here at Bakersfield College. He is a terrific scorer, and obviously the Marauders are going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, the Marauders usually have their hands full, but, they have a lot of athleticism, a lot of range when they can get going defensively. The only problem is when you have a team that's offensively relentless, and a player like Tyrell Coleman are going to present a lot of problems. But, if they kind of sharpen everything up defensively, they always have a chance. And certainly missing Daniels out there is going to hurt them. I know he has he's on crutches right now. I know he was nursing a bad back. So, wish him well and hope he can get back to the lineup, but obviously not looking too good right now.
Yeah, he played in the last game that we covered. That was a week ago, but he's missed a couple of games since then, and now it's a third game, and obviously talking about crutches, so not in the fold for the foreseeable future. And, again, the numbers really bear out what Daniels means to his team. If you go back to the previous meeting between these two teams, Antelope Valley, 7 assists as a team against 19 turnovers. And not only is that not where you want to be in terms of that ratio, but again, it really speaks to the difference that Daniels makes as he is very much a floor leader for this team. Getting the set to go.
About what he does, he's in the Chris Paul mold. He facilitates, but he's also a shooter. He's a threat from deep, and he can really open things up for the athletes like Virgil Mahoney and DeJour Lewis.
I heard what you did there. Just a little bit.
I was trying to time it right.
The Marauders trying to get off of this losing streak. It's now 9 in a row, and it just doesn't get any easier in this extremely tough Western State Conference. And it's team after team comes in here, very much on a path for a postseason appearance up and down this conference. Yeah. And Bakersfield, again, having won their last two, they're well over 500. They come in with a record of 13-8. They're 5-4, third place in the conference, and they're trying to solidify their place as another postseason team coming out of this Western State Conference. And again, you watch for number 4, Tyrell Coleman, the dynamic sophomore, averaging 17.4 a game. DeAndre Pemberton, a little under 11 points a game, 10.8. He'll be the second option primarily offensively. They do have a couple of players, Ramel Davis and Eloy Medina, who are definitely offensive-minded players and guys who've been effective scorers all season long that will come off the bench. So this is another team in the Western State coming here to Antelope Valley that comes at you in waves. Meanwhile, we have a delay before the game.
Yeah, it looks like there was a lineup issue. And we saw this, I want to say, either last week or the week prior in the women's game. There was a lineup infraction, meaning the lineup did not get submitted to the scorer's table correctly. So I wonder if maybe somebody wasn't there or maybe somebody was not made available. Nicholas Thomas is going to go to the bench. Tony Counts, it looks like, is going to be on. So Antelope Valley on the board.
Yeah, Counts ordinarily the starter, so it was a change. Bring in Nicholas Thomas, who had not started a game all year. Counts, meanwhile, has started every game but one. It was the last game that Bakersfield played, the first matchup between these two teams, that Counts was not in the starting lineup. That was the first time all season long, so it was noteworthy that we didn't have Counts in the starting lineup, and AVC will take it, a 1-0 lead. And we'll get set to go. Mahoney will jump it up against Tony Counts. And I think we're ready for some basketball now. And the Marauders win the tap, and Bagsick will bring it up. Underway. It's Marauder basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com. They work it around to Asif. Lewis up top. Shot clock at 14. Scott, who has stepped up his offensive production in recent weeks, gotten it going. Asif on the drive, too, is right off the glass and good. Joshua Asif. And AVC's got the 3-0 lead. Try to get the scoreboard corrected for you momentarily.
Coleman at the top, guarded by Asif, and Asif, pretty good job defensively, forcing out.
Coleman finally swings it across, and a shot clock violation. So a great start for the Marauders as they force the violation and get the turnover. And they'll start 3-0. And, you know, Mike, I think here this is one of those cases where I think it really favors the Marauders to get the home and get right back to it. The way they went down, 26 points, they have got to play better as they find Lewis here, and now they grab the 5-0 lead. But I think this really helps the Marauders. It serves the Marauders to get another crack at these guys right away, knowing that they played a pretty poor game to go down by 26.
Yeah, you know, making the adjustments, is, like you said, you know, not having Daniels in there, really going to play a role. It's making that adjustment. Baxic has to really step up here this evening for the Marauders to be successful. They're up 5-0 early.
Another fast start. They started quickly against West LA. In our last broadcast, they lobbed down low for Mahoney. Scott open for three, rimming no good. And the rebound pulled down by Joshua Lewis.
You go back to that game, and Daniels was really, you know, the player that spurred that charge early on for the Marauders. And since he's gone down, you know, having lost 9 in a row, certainly doing them no favors. And somebody's got to step up. I think it has to be Baxic here this evening. And nice to see Asif doing well early on as well.
Meanwhile, first substitution comes on for Bakersfield. And that's Eloy Medina. And keep your eyes on Eloy Medina. He has taken as many as 16 threes in a game this season. So he will come in and he'll jack it up from anywhere. And he's been effective, but coming off the bench, and he will come in looking to shoot, and they will come in looking to get him the ball. 5-0 Marauders. Bagsick over the line. Meanwhile, a couple of turnovers early, so good start for the Marauders defensively. And they'll look to extend on the lead. Lewis on the cut, and Counts able to knock that out of play. So we'll stay here. 5-0. in favor of AVC. First of two. Men's and women's doubleheader as always here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. So tonight, a little bit later on, the Gades and the Marauders will go back on it, but it'll be the women. Asif on the drive, whistle, as Lewis was trying to come from behind there and knock that one free, but it'll stay with AVC. They'll bring it in, foul line extended left. With Scott. Get a bit of a slow start here, Mike. I'll be very honest with you.
A little
bit. we're dragging a little out of the gate. Still 17:40 to go here. We're just underway. And 17:42 to be exact. Running the baseline, Scott will pop for three off the back iron, and Medina has the board. Good look for Scott, who, as I talked about, has stepped it up of late in conference play offensively. Defining his role as Lewis hits the fadeaway. And it's now 5-2 as the Gades are on the board. Asif will jack up the three around and out. Rebound on the floor. Renegades have it. They want to run. Quickly back the other way. Well, Michael, the Marauders have had some good looks early from three, but can't get one to go. Coleman on the drive. Medina will try for a three. That's good.
Just like that, tied up. And, well, you highlighted it, Stoy. Medina not shy from three.
Yeah, and you can't lose him. There's a little bit of scouting in there. I think you just got to recognize the number and know who he is. And that was a pretty good look for three that Medina had. Back out to Asif.
Asif last time down.
Try for three and hit, and you can feel that one coming,
good,
Michael.
But he buries it. Yeah, he felt it.
It was the same spot that he took the shot from moments ago, and it was around and out. It was a pretty good look, and I think that Joshua Asif was itching to try that shot again. And he got the opportunity and buried it.
Defensively, the Marauders look pretty solid here.
In a crowd, good strip by Lewis. In a crowd, second and third tries, and the foul happens now. And
where's the foul?
Let's see if we can get this one as Pemberton kept on working, and we'll see if we can give you this one here.
Look, Asif comes down, but it looked like he got it pretty clean. No, he got him with the first one. They didn't call it. They called him for the second one, so maybe a bit of a makeup call for not calling that first one.
Pemberton's free throw barely grazes the iron. 8-5 for DeAndre Pemberton, another sophomore. And unlike so many teams that we've covered, Michael, the Renegades are a sophomore-laden team. They've got a lot of experience here for head coach Aaron Chavez, and that includes Pemberton, who averages just under 11 a game, a 63% foul shooter, but he's 0 for 2 there. So the Marauders will take the 8-5 lead. Baksick. Mahoney puts it on the deck and gets the roll. Virgil Mahoney just saw the lane open up. The AVC has doubled up Bakersfield early. They lead at 10-5. Feed the high post and work it around Medina. Corner three, around and out. Rebound snatched down by Mahoney. Pretty good look for Medina.
You go to a big lineup like this for AVC. It's a great job by Baksick really forcing the issue. But you go to a bigger lineup. If you're Coach Taylor, it's got to be one and done. And rebounds have really played a part, or the lack thereof, have really played a part in the losses for AVC as they have mounted up to 9 in a row now. Looking pretty good early here.
And they'll bring it in. Mahoney
Where's the foul
in a battle with Ramel Davis, who's checked in. And that went out of play. So AVC will keep it. Imani Scott will bring it in. Still the starting five on the floor here. A little under 5 minutes in. Meanwhile, for Bakersfield, on the other hand, they've already made a few changes. Runner no good. Lewis fouled.
Going right at Coleman.
And he'll head to the line.
Well, Jeff, being the Jordan fan, not saying that Tyrell Coleman is Jordan, but he plays the role of alpha scorer for the Bakersfield Renegades. What do you do? What's the most effective way to neutralize a player that's an alpha scorer for opposing teams? You go right at him defensively, and Lewis certainly doing that on that last possession.
One more coming. For DeJour Lewis off the back iron, but out to Medina. 11-5 the lead for AVC.
So going back, who's the team that made Jordan work for it?
Of most note, I think the Pistons were always very physical with him, as that one is blocked, and Lewis gets it back. Medina open three, no good. Rebound controlled by Davis, but he's tied up by Bagsick. Let's take you back here to Bagsick, staying with this one, and a good job getting in there and fighting Davis, figuratively. 11-5, under 15 to go. But, yes, to answer your question, I got to believe, if my memory of the time is right, that it was the Pistons, I think, who made him work the hardest and beat him up a little bit. 11-7. Coleman on the board, first two.
You got to have a hand up there early on Coleman.
Mahoney.
Scott late to react. Nice denial.
This is Scott looking for a screen from Lewis. He'll fire from three. Rimming, no good. Rebound on the floor, and it's Asif that tracks it down. Another chance for the Marauders. Scott in from the right. Runner off the glass, won't go. Davis snaps down the board. Couple of good looks, but not happening. Meanwhile, Lewis pulls up from the free throw line. It's a round and out. Davis getting on the glass again, but it's dug out cleanly by Lewis. Lewis has the steal, wants to run. He's 1-on-2. Now he'll peel off. Great feed down low, and the layup up and good for Mahoney.
Great look from DeJour Lewis.
I think it was a no look.
You know, I thought he was going to miss him. Yeah,
let's watch here. Let's watch.
I think you're right.
Just saw it at the other.
Looked him off.
Meanwhile, Bagsick on the breakout, able to lay it up and in, and it's a fast start for the Marauders. 15-7, 13:50 to go. Here in the first half, you're watching Marauder basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com. I should say 15-7 in favor of the Marauders. Trying to even up the home and home here. Get a split against the Renegades. After the Gades took the first meeting between these two teams earlier in the week by 26. Lewis fakes, now drops it down low. Good feed inside, and the layup up and good for Pemberton.
You have to do a better job off the bench if you're Patterson. You just come in the laps defensively, see if he can redeem himself.
In and out on the three. Another offensive rebound back to Patterson, who hangs in the air but misses the layup. It's batted around and ends up with Lewis.
Got to win the rebounding battle tonight so far. Mission accomplished for the Marauders, up by 8.
Well, when they rebound, they have a lot of success. Funny how it works that way, but especially this Marauder team, because the rest is so much in play already, as Pemberton on the drive is fouled. He'll head to the line.
One thing here tonight, DeJour Lewis has to stay out of foul trouble. You just need to go straight up there. You don't need to swipe. The swipe is what got you the call.
That'll send Pemberton back to the line. He's 0 for 2 in the game already. 1-2 strong.
Yeah, it's 16 in the big win at Bakersfield, and right now, Antelope Valley looking to return the favor at home.
Yeah, solid game for Pemberton, 16 to go along with 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and that one as well. And he's 1 out of 2 here. 17-10.
3 for 4 from the stripe last time out. 1 for 4 this evening.
That's darn near 50% right there.
I like it. Progression to the mean.
Lewis, they'll clear out. And instead go up top. Bagsick will fire from 18 and hit.
I mean, not a great offensive possession. You know, it's basically a two-man action on the far side, and Bagsick makes a play from 17.
Good feed inside. Davis has that shot blocked from behind by Mahoney. Marauders want to run. Scott tiptoeing the baseline, sends it back outside to Mahoney. Mahoney with the crossover, spins back to his right, shot is short, and Davis pulls down the rebound.
Move.
I started to talk about Bagsick averaging 4.3 points per game, but it's so important, especially with Daniels not in the lineup, for Bagsick to look for shots. Ahead to Scott, who lays it up and in. 21-10 as Imani Scott leaks out and beats the Renegades down the floor.
Stay focused defensively. They cannot let their foot off the gas at any point.
Medina, the double team comes, but Bagsick knocks it out of play. But they're going to say this is off of Bakersfield. See if maybe we can catch the tail end of this here. I don't know if I got there on time, but let's watch. Well, it's hard to tell from that angle.
I think
but
that just went off of Medina.
Yeah, they came with the trap, and it was well timed. And it gets it back for the Marauders.
Medina gets it, I mean, that's something where you just break off. If you're a man, just bring a guy over, go into your trap.
Scott around a Chara screen as Chi has checked into the game. Now he'll go to work, shot off the glass, too strong. Rebound tapped, it's on the floor out front. Coleman's going to let it go, and it'll go back to Bakersfield.
Great activity, though. If you're the Marauders, you have to love the effort on the offensive glass for AVC.
Coleman will bring it in. It's a quiet start for Tyrell Coleman, just 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting in the first part of the first half. Ramel Davis. This is Pemberton. Trying to set something up now for Coleman as they'll clear out for him to work on Scott. Thinking about the turnaround, shot clock down to 6. Coleman dishes to Pemberton, reach in, steal by Patterson. What a job by Patterson.
Really Patterson. By everybody.
Yep.
On-ball defense versus Coleman. You have Patterson coming in, digging it out, turnover. Now AVC can go to work with an 11-point lead.
Well, Scott's a terrific on-ball defender, and he draws the assignment of Tyrell Coleman tonight. And so far, he's been up to the challenge, but it's early. 11-point lead for AVC. They drop it down low for Achara. Achara quickly into the lane. Double pump won't go, but a foul called.
A chance here for Achara Franklin to get some looks here.
And apologies, we're having a little trouble with the camera on that side of the court. So Achara will head to the line. And this is the first free throw.
Another Ben Wallace entry.
Yeah, shoots 33% from the line on the season, 4.4 points per game. And Achara readies the second. It's in the air and gets the roll. Well, he redeemed himself on that second one. Not only did he make it.
Good job of concentration on the second attempt.
Yeah, he even got the shooter's roll.
He did.
22-10. AVC, the 12-point lead. And the ball high screen. Great feed from Coleman. And Pemberton is hacked. And he will head to the line. Let's take you back here and watch the good work from Coleman. That's a no-look pass right there.
And Franklin on the foul.
Yeah, so Jaquay Franklin, who has just checked in, picks up the foul. And Pemberton back to the line where he hits.
2 for 5. There you go.
Another change for AVC, and we'll see Jaden Outen check into the game and replace Scott. So now John Taylor will go to his bench, 22-12. A 10-point lead for the Marauders.
Pretty good margin for error here. You get your starters a little bit of a blow. You have some players who don't normally get time, get a little run.
Patterson dancing on the dribble. Fakes, turnaround shot in the air, rims high, no good. Tip, no. And a foul over the back, going to be called on Achara. Going after that board.
Soaring up high, but over the back.
Another change. Medina will return.
I was going to say Medina. Somebody yelling out shooter. See, that's good communication. And you can't really see that, but if you can hear that, you get the volume turned up loud enough. Somebody's yelling, hey, that's a shooter. That's great communication, even before plays began. Gotta love it.
Gotta know who you're playing. Dribble, drive, and that's knocked free as Fry loses the handle on the way up. Bagsick, meanwhile, trying to split the defense. Able to regain, but the interior feed stolen by Coleman. And now leaking out ahead is Pemberton, who will throw it down. Well, that was harrowing for a moment there because Pemberton had a defender right on his back, but he went up and, nice job there. Everybody came out okay. That's one of those ones that, contact in the wrong spot, and it could have been a bad scene. 22-14. Achara working down low, spins back to his left, around and out, tries to follow. It's tapped around, still fought for, and it's Franklin. And Franklin won the ball and then traveled as he tried to get up. And that's a lot of good work by Jaquay Franklin, but ultimately the turnover will give it back to Bakersfield.
Gotta be careful. He lets the ball leak away, kind of threw it out of bounds away from the referee, and lucky he didn't pick up a delay game warning.
AVC there's a turnover in the back.
All right.
Yeah, let's watch. There's Coleman. Just not on the same page. And not sure here. I think he's expecting maybe to go to St. Philson Vincent. They're not on the same page.
That's a great job by Patterson. That turnover initiated by Patterson. You see the activity defensively. That's a great job.
8:40 to go here in the first half. 22-14. Marauders with the 8-point lead in the ball. Scott, who had a short rest, is back on. Drives the lane, comes up shooting. Rims high, no good. Rebound off to Pemberton. That was a pretty good look for Amani Scott. Couldn't get it to go.
The women run like a double high horn pick, and I would love to see with this lineup out here, have whoever you want at the top, and have Franklin and Chi setting a pick at the top and let the ball handler choose which side he wants to go to.
Achara in from the right, goes to the left hand, can't get it to go. Tapped by Franklin and eventually pulled down by Pemberton. That was a pretty good move by Achara, but he just couldn't get the layup to go. And another turnover, and the pressure continues to bother the Renegades. Vincent passed that one to John Taylor.
Yeah,
timeout on the floor.
Imagine Lewis coming back in. No?
Nope, no timeout. Okay. We're going to keep going.
Lewis, Mahoney back in with Patterson. Is that Bagsick that's out there as well?
Well, it's Outen.
Scott and Outen.
Along with Scott, yep. Mahoney, Lewis, and Patterson rounding out the five on the floor for AVC. 7:30 to go. Step through for Lewis, and he doesn't get the roll. Around and out to Isaiah Dockery, who has checked in for the Renegades. Dribble drive from Lewis, and he has that shot blocked. Looked like Scott got a piece. Lewis leading the break, and Mahoney finishes at the rim, 24-14. Man, DeJour Lewis just got a lot of point guard in him, even at his size.
He really does.
Not only that, he runs the break with relish. You can tell he loves it.
He does.
Getting out of the floor.
I've never seen one, that's for sure.
And he does a pretty good job when we've seen it. Takes good care of the ball, makes good decisions. Davis on the drive into the lane. Floater is up and good.
Tough shot.
Ramel Davis. Soft touch. 24-16.
In his last time out, he was perfect from the field in the win. The big win up at Bakersfield. Looked pretty good on that shot.
Well, this is a team a little bit like West LA. A lot of different guys can step up for this Bakersfield team. Talked a lot about Tyrell Coleman, the leading scorer, but they've got 4 or 5 other guys that will step up and have a big game. Some of them in the starting lineup and some of them coming off the bench. Meanwhile, a shot missed. It's an 8-point lead back the other way, softly off the glass. Pemberton gets the finish, and DeAndre Pemberton, leading scorer in the game for Bakersfield with 9 here in the first half. And quietly, Michael, it's down to a 6-point game. Renegades hanging around and chipping away. Scott out to Outen. Gets it back. He'll fire for 3. No. Davis with a great box out on Mahoney. Ramel Davis is some kind of rebounder. Seen it on both ends. Gets it back here on the drive. Good job by Mahoney not to foul, and then picks up the rebound. So Mahoney and Davis trade missed shots. Marauders back leading by 6. 5:22 and counting remaining here in the first half. Patterson fakes, now swings it outside. Lewis for 3 off the back iron.
A little bit more lift there.
And Joshua Lewis.
Almost Sedale 3-esque on the arc of that shot.
Sedale 3 nickname? It's pretty tough trivia. I think I've asked you before, though. Davis, meanwhile, weaving his way through traffic and scores, and Ramel Davis is really helping key this Bakersfield comeback. I'll let Mike think about what Sedale 3's nickname was. 24-20.
Let me think about it.
AVC in the lead. It's Marauder basketball on SoCalCollegeSports.com. (24-20). Marauders lead down to 4 with 4:58 to go here in the first half. Bagsick will bring it over the line.
I got the nickname, by the way. Google
All right.
is a handy tool.
What's that? Did you?
Google is a handy tool.
No, that's it. Well, I wasn't doubting your ability to retrieve information off of Google. Bagsick steps back, in and out, back in again. So Bagsick gets the roll, 26-20. I mean, you're a bright young man. I'm sure you can come up with this information.
If there was only some vast knowledge base.
Yeah, if there was only some place we could go. 26-20. 6-point lead.
3.
Yeah, well,
Also
give us the
known as
answer
the
now.
Thief.
The Thief, I hadn't heard that one. That's a new one. I had a different one in mind.
That was oh wow.
Medina missed everything. Rebound on the floor, but it's a shot clock violation, so it'll go back to the Marauders and AVC's defense.
That's a bad whistle. That's a bad whistle because advantage there is to AVC, and I know it missed. I know it missed, but.
Yep.
And John Taylor's probably talking to a referee right now saying, hey, you shouldn't have blown the whistle there. See, he's having a conversation. My guy had possession. He had a clear path to the basket. You blow the whistle and you stop play. That's a poor whistle. Anyway, no, Stu Lance and Shea Curran, I do remember him kind of coining that. But that's what Google brought up.
There was no mention of Blade in there as a nickname. I'm not happy about this. I don't like to be corrected about the 80s. Lewis.
There's 2 nicknames referenced for him on Basketball Reference. The Thief and Randy Watson.
Wow. Well, there you go.
I don't know what that's in reference to, but that's awesome.
Well, check his hometown. Is it Jackson Heights? Davis. Able to seal off and lay it in. Ramel Davis having a big first half. He's got 6 points, but also 6 rebounds. And, boy, I remember all 6 points. I'm surprised it's that low. 26-22. Scott looking to play the 2-man game with Lewis. Instead goes across to Asif. Rebound around and out. Offensive rebound. Mahoney will try for 3. Rimming no. And Davis secures another board.
Got to be happy with it. Asif with a wide open look, good in rhythm shot, good pressure there from Lewis.
Yeah, the open threes have been there. They just have not gone down. Coleman trying for three. Davis keeps it alive, but it ends up with DeJour-Lewis. 26-22. Yeah, this is the kind of game that could be 15 points or so in favor of AVC if a couple of these shots had gone down, but
agreed.
Not able to knock down shots, and you run a risk when you do that. This is a good team that they're playing, and how many chances you want to give them. Scott on the drive, scoop, no good. Rebound off to Counts. Coleman, just 2 points in the game. Little hesitation. Now backing down on Lewis, fade away, gets the roll.
Tough shot.
Well, they clear out for Coleman. Looked like DeJour-Lewis leery of picking up a foul, though he's only got the one, but 1:40 to go. Didn't really go after that shot from Coleman. On the curl, Mahoney has that shot blocked, and Joshua Lewis able to control, and now the Renegades can tie it or take the lead with a long one.
Well, it's Antelope Valley winning the rebounding battle earlier, but now it's 22-17 in the rebounding column. So Bakersfield's up their activity, and it's paid dividends. Only down by 2 here at the end of the first half.
Lewis tries to hook a pass down low, but it's broken up and stolen. Bagsick looking to feed Lewis, and it's corralled by Asif in the corner, so another chance. Bagsick, plenty of time on the shot clock. It's at 20. Mahoney tries to drive the lane, has that one poked free, and Counts has it. Now the Renegades want to run. They're back 3-on-1. Davis in from the right. It's a charge.
I think Scott gets away with one there, but Davis obviously out of control there.
Yeah, let's watch here.
Ball handler, that's not good. Yeah, he's.
Well, I tell you, Scott had,
right, but he's still moving a little bit underneath.
Yeah, Scott had great position, I was going to say, Mike, but it looked like he turned at the last second. Taking a look at Ramel Davis, well, you know, I'm not exactly going to blame Amani Scott on that one. Doesn't look like a fun guy from whom to take a charge. So Amani Scott, he's no fool, but he still gets the call. So the turnover will give it back to the Marauders. Best of both worlds if you're an AVC fan. Asif up top.
In rhythm.
Bagsick will try for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Pemberton. Well, Bakersfield can play for the final shot.
Up top there, in rhythm instead. Comes down, gets another shot. I thought the shot would have been better up from the top of the key versus the corner for Bagsick.
Coming up at the half, we will run through the first half highlights for you. And there have been quite a few. Coleman working one-on-one and buries it. How about Tyrell Coleman at the buzzer to send this one to the half, tied at 26. You are watching Antelope Valley College basketball here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
second half underway. Asif getting ready to inbound for the Marauders, brings in the Baksick. 26 all AVC out to an early run and a lead by as many as 12, but chipping away at the end of that first half were the Renegades. They were able to knot things up, and here we have Asif to the rack and one. Story you and I were talking about in that first half about the Marauders getting great looks, but unfortunately some of those shots not going down. It allowed the Renegades to get back into it. Asif got things started off with an early three for the Marauders. And now gives AVC a 3-point lead to start the second half. Asif, I believe, up to 8. Memory serves. My memory always unofficial. Fry over to Lewis. Lewis spin move in the lane, shot up and good. Nice shot there by Lewis. Joshua now with 4 points. Backs it quickly back the other way. Euro step for no reason. Layup up off the mark. Rebounded by Tony Counts. Counts gives off. Lewis will bring it up. Bakersfield trailing by 1. Coleman from deep. Shot up and good. And, well, that's a bad sign early second half. You get Tyrell Coleman burying a triple. He's up to 9 points. Bakersfield with this might be their first lead of the game. I believe it is. Asif from 3 to respond. Yes, sir. Joshua Asif now in the double figures. He has 11. And AVC back with a lead at 32-31. You see Josh Asif. Pemberton inside. It's a great job by Asif going straight up, not drawing the foul. Lewis back the other way, step corner. Corner brings back. Baksick. Over to Asif. Asif in the short corner. Rise up, no. Little shot fake. Double team comes. Scott. Shot fake inside. Great find. DeJour Lewis. Great offensive set for the Marauders. Back up to 3 for AVC. Quick response on the other end. That shot off the mark from Fry. Rebounded by Asif. Off to the races we go for the Marauders. Baksick, Mahoney in transition. Pulls up from the elbow. Mahoney in and out. Rebounded by Counts. Bakersfield quickly back the other way. Pemberton can't handle it in transition. It's a turnover for the Gades. Baksick going to bring things up. Anticipated just starting off with you on SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage. CCCAA men's and women's basketball part 1 of 2 here this evening. Women up next. Asif handoff from Scott. Asif driving the lane with 11 points. Making a turnover on this possession for Joshua Asif. The Marauders looking break out of their 9-game losing streak. The Nets have a 9-game losing streak, if it's any consolation. Renell Davis in the contest gives off to St. Philson Vincent. Vincent to Coleman. Coleman behind the back. Pretty move inside. Layup up, no good. Coleman with the rebound and one. If at first you don't succeed, Coleman stays persistent and tie things up at 34 with an and one opportunity. Feel free to visit our website, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. We are broadcasting live via YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. Tyrell Coleman averaging 17 points plus on the season. Puts that one up and in. We're knotted up again at 34. So you can get Aaron to change the scoreboard there. Asif, meanwhile, to the rack, puts it up and in. Joshua Asif, a man possessed here to start the second half. He has 13. Asif to the rack. Give me that all day. It's good to see Joshua Asif getting things going. Get the scoreboard changed here for you shortly. Should be 36-34. There we go. Medina goes to the bench. Vincent, Pemberton, Fry, Coleman, and Davis on the floor for the Renegades. Backtick, Asif, Scott, Lewis, and Mahoney. On for the Marauders, who lead it by 3:37-34. Go back to the replay. Joshua Asif. It's a terrific job. Backstick, holding on the dribble. Drives inside to the mid lane, kicks back to Mahoney. Finger roll up and good. Virgil Mahoney. Lead up to 5, quick steal. Backstick gets the lead out to 7, courtesy of a layup. Point blank. The wheels falling off here. About 4 minutes in to the second half for Bakersfield. Coleman with it. His feet by Asif. Coleman loses it off his foot. Lewis quickly back the other way. In for the dunk! DeJour Lewis! My goodness! This one's getting sent to ESPN. DeJour Lewis. We'll get the replay here going for you. Camera 2. Give it to me. I mean, it's great hustle by the Renegades. But that was Sean Fry getting put on poster. 43-34, the lead is swelled to 9 here for the Marauders. Here we see Mahoney, that finger roll layup, flashing that athleticism. Backstick, the quick steal. Catching Bakersfield asleep. It was Coleman committing the turnover with a bit of going to sleep on the inbounds pass. Backstick picked their pocket. Sadale Threet, nicknamed the Thief. We were talking about him in the first half. Well, Backstick doing his best Sadale Threet impersonation. His shot arc a little bit better than Sadale's. Sadale pretty proficient from the field in his career, if memory serves. Member of the Sonics, and then the Lakers, and I believe he played in Australia. Sadale Threet. 15:33 to go in this second half, and the Marauders with a quick start. This is shades of the first half. Bakersfield trying to change things up. Coleman's checked out. He's been replaced. And you have to wonder if that turnover, the lazy inbound pass, costing him some playing time here. This ball just trickles away. That goes off of the foot of Joshua Lewis. So another turnover for Bakersfield. Trailing by 9, AVC can pad their lead further. Backstick turns on the Jets. Oh, great hesitation move. Baksick foul. St. Philson Vincent was guarding, did a pretty good job initially, but when you turn on the Jets, look at this, comes back, oh, crossover to the rack, and Vincent bodies him up. Baksick, he's got to finish that. He's point blank, gets a layup. Take the contact, go get paid at the free throw line. Should be an and one. Double-digit lead, yep. 34-34 at the 15-minute mark in the second half. You see Coach John Taylor. Baksick readies the second free throw. That one up and good. The lead is 11 for AVC, 45-34. Isaiah Dockery checked into the ball game here. What a response from AVC. Get blown out on the road a couple days ago. That looked like a travel. Dockery gets away with one there. Into the corner. This is Davis back to Dockery. Shot clock at 7. Dockery over to Davis. Nothing doing there. This is a terrific defensive possession. Davis just falls down there, loses the ball. DeJour Lewis with numbers 4 on 3. Pulls up, gives over to Mahoney. He thought about it 3. Instead, he's going to hold, reset the offense. That's wise decision making from the Marauders. Something we haven't really heard in second halves of games throughout this season. Asif had a shot at the elbow. Shot up and good with contact. No call. But Joshua Asif now up to 16 points in this one. Overzealous with the double team from Baksick. Story, if you can tell Aaron to hit the show button for the shot clock, turn that off. Second team foul for AVC. Inbound on the baseline, Davis, soft touch from Pemberton. Scott will bring it up. Lead back to 11 for AVC. 47-36, Asif with it on the far side. Bluff screen from Lewis. Asif, Euro step in the lane, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, still has it. Under duress, here comes a double team. Lewis fouled by Asif, who lost it. Third team foul on the Marauders. You love the effort there from Joshua Asif. It's an offensive rebound. Asif will get a blow. Here comes Patterson. Well, Patterson in that first half, as soon as he came into the ball game, had a defensive mishap. From the outset, see if he can redeem himself here in the second half. Coleman's checked back in. He has 12 points. Another foul is the 14th foul. Is that going to go on Baksick? Lewis, Patterson, Scott, Baksick, and Mahoney on the floor right now for the Marauders. Here's Coleman with it at the top. Guarded closely by Amani Scott. Comes across, and Mahoney trying to bait him for the block. Instead, it's Davis on the offensive board. So the putback, 47-38. Baksick over to Scott near side, looking for Mahoney down low. Nobody flashing. Mahoney, what's doing there? Baksick now with it on the far side on the wing. Pull it out, reset, gets a screen from Virgil Mahoney. Switch defensively. Lewis reaches in, can't get the steal. Mahoney's going to rise up from 15 feet. That one off the mark. Coleman snatches down the rebound for the Renegades. Coming up with 13 minutes to go. Pemberton in the middle of the lane. Has that ball, loses it. Stolen by the Marauders. Baksick quickly up ahead. Scott. No foul called, and Lewis with the rebound. Full timeout called for AVC. The Marauders lead back to 11. Coach Jonathan Taylor. I think he's upset about no foul being called. It worked out for Lewis in the putback, but I say that Coach Taylor not a big fan of the no call on Amani Scott. It set something up out of timeout when we come back. 49-38, AVC cruising. BHE Renewables, one of our sponsors here this evening, along with Hunter Dodge of the West, Fonders Salon, and AES. Shout out to Scott and Matt Tyndall. Camera ops this evening. Medina checks back in for the Renegades. And here comes the full court pressure here. The pressure really bothering the Renegades in that first half. They break it. Half court trap. Patterson and Lewis. Pemberton rises up from about 8 feet and scores it. Pretty textbook there against that press by the Renegades. Great job of recognition. Look, crab dribble, gathers, shot up and good. Scott going straight up, making that shot difficult. Back to live action. And foul on the other end. DeJour Lewis going to the line. That one's short. Lewis readying the second free throw here. Sure. That one off the back iron. Scott nearly had the rebound. It comes off to Medina. Medina trapped. And Coleman will bring it ahead. It's a screen. It looked like it was going to be a screen from Pemberton. Instead, Coleman driving in. It's fouled by Virgil Mahoney. Nice pump fake there. Tyrell Coleman. Three players into double figures for the Marauders. Baxic with 10. DeJour Lewis with 11. Asif leading the way with 16s on the bench right now. Three players also into double figures for Bakersfield. Saw 5 in the big win a couple days ago. Right now it's Coleman with 14, Pemberton with 11, and Davis with 10. Davis has been terrific. He has 10 and 8. Getting on a double-double. That one off the back iron. Oh, it's tapped around, comes off to Coleman. Another possession here. Bakersfield can cut it to 5 with the 3. Under 12 to go in the second half. Waters looking for their first win in 10 games. Coleman rises up from 3. That one's short. Rebounded by Lewis, his 8th. Off to Baxic. Baxic hands off. This is Scott. Scott, nothing doing there. Chi going to set a vicious screen. They're going to have a foul called as Chi, they're going to say, rose up with the arms going into the screen. I wonder if you can see this one more time because he looked pretty set, but it's ruled that he came up or rose up with his hands there. I don't know if we can see it. Put it on. There's Medina. Brings things up for the Renegades, gives off that pass. Is that deflected out of bounds or did he just lose it? Yeah, just lost it. Coach Chavez can't believe it. Sean Fry can check in the ball game. Back to the bench is Medina. Backstick will bring it up. Give off to Scott. We have foul called. Coach Taylor working the referee with good reason. Just get him off my player. I believe that's the 15th foul. Sideline out of bounds. Backstick with it at the top will hand off to Patterson. Patterson looking for Backstick on the baseline. A great find underneath. Chi, layup up and good. Chigozie Achara, they call him Chi, muscles one in. The lead back to double figures for AVC. Coleman with it on the near side, into the lane, trying to rise up. Great defensive pressure. The double team comes over. Lewis, didn't matter. Coleman rises up, fades away, and gets it to go. Tyrell Coleman now up to 15. Almost halfway through in this second half. Remember the women up next after this one. Backstick holding near side. Hands off. Scott looking to split the double team after getting a screen. He does just that. Up to the rack. Monty Scott going to get the foul called in his favor. That's a great job here. Achara comes in, and then Scott thought about breaking the double team. It's a delayed drive to the basket for Amani Scott, who's bodied up going in, I believe by Pemberton. Whistle blown. Chance for Scott to get this back out to a double-digit lead. First free throw up and good. Second free throw, money for Amani Scott, 53-43. Under 10 to go in the second half. This looks like a 2-on-2. Half-court trap. Fry from the corner. That shot up and good. Sean Fry for three. Well, you want to get a team out of the trap, half-court zone trap, just shoot over it. Get a couple to go. They can think twice. Pressure's got to be better. Your AVC. Ratchet up that energy level. You're trying to execute that trap. Create chaos. Scott over dribbles, kicks it out. Here's Lewis. Lewis into the rack and scores de jour. Now with 13 in this one, 13 and 8. This is a beautiful move by de jour Lewis. Coach Chavez trying to figure out, hey, where's the defense? Jack Achara is going to be fouled here. Yeah, the defense on that last possession, non-existent. Let me say Ramel Davis. Probably going to get an earful if he's not getting one already, of course. I'm not there live. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stornoff. Mike Cepeda remote here this evening. .56 to go, 55-46 free throw coming to Chigozie Achara. Just call him Chief from now on. That went up and good. It's a 1-and-1 for Chigozie, and he gets it to go. Give the kid another one. Hey kid, you like free throws? Second free throw up and good. Nice job by Chigozie. Focusing in. .33%. Forget about that number. Chigozi's 75% this evening. Coleman in a bit of trouble. Are they going to get out with the foul? What's the call? Are they going to get Patterson? So Patterson. They're going to get him for a bump. This is going to be 1-on-1. Yep. Both teams in the penalty. First one off the back iron, clank. Mahoney with a rebound, out to out. The Marauders with an 11-point lead, a chance to kill some clock here. Bagsick behind the back dribble. Reset, Chara sets a screen for Bagsick. Bagsick picks up his dribble. I'd like to see him keep his dribble and keep it going. Mahoney rises up from three. No. Patterson with the rebound. He goes up and's fouled. Terrell Patterson out of nowhere. Team with the rebound in all of this one rises up and he'll get a couple of free throws coming. Fouled by Ramel Davis. That's a great job by Darrell. Looking for his first point this evening. Won't find it on that free throw. Second free throw, that one's in. So Patterson on the board. That was his second rebound. It was a beauty. Coleman going to bring things up for the Renegades, trailing by 12. And this does not seem like what we saw in that first half where AVC got out early and then things really changed. Mahoney gets the block up top, but he's going to be whistled for the foul on Pemberton. And he's up and okay. Good sportsmanship there. Now this is easily two teams that are somewhat adjacent in the region. So you can say there's a bit of a rivalry considering the geography. Man, that looked pretty clean up top. I wonder if we have that on the third camera. So can we play that again? So we'll get that one more time on that end camera here. I don't think we're going to see it's too so good. Nope. Let's do that. Free throw not there, Mahoney. Thank you, Storm. Bagsick on the dribble. And Chara. And Chara's a menace, man. He is a load to deal with down low, and Pemberton's really having some trouble with the physicality that Chigozie Chara has really brought to this ball game here. And the physicality, we weren't there a couple days ago on Monday at Bakersfield, but I can only imagine that the physicality is on a whole different plane here in the matchup here this evening. So Antelope Valley with a lead of 13. Gee, another one from the stripe. Make it 4 or 5. He's locked in. Nitrogen. No, put another one on the board. 5 of 6 now from the charity stripe. Chigozie Chara. Out working on Coleman, switches off on Sean Fry. Fry on the dribble, dribbles the lane, into the lane, left-handed layup, up and good, and the foul. Who are they going to get? Did he get his head, maybe? Not sure where I saw the contact. Did we have it on 2? And one opportunity here for Sean Fry. The lead still 13. but still plenty of time left for BC to make a run. And on a made bucket here, I would be surprised to see Coach Taylor call a timeout. There's a three from the corner and a timeout after the three-pointer made. Baksick with the triple. This is what I'm talking about. You keep your dribble going. Hey, you're going to give me this wide open shot? Thank you. Berries. 63-48. Do we have a timeout on the floor? I thought I saw a timeout indicated by Coach Taylor. Well, I have 63-49 on the official scoreboard. We'll get that changed here for you shortly. Story, if you can mention that over to the scorer's table. 63-49, 7 minutes to go. AVC with their hands on the steering wheel. Coleman into the lane and one. Mahoney has to be better defensively there. That is, for all the effort that he has been able to assert this evening, that's a pretty poor effort defensively by Virgin Mahoney. He has to get there. There's no help. Leave Scott on an island after the pick, and it's an and-one opportunity here for Coleman. Coleman now with 17 in this one. Timeout on the floor. Thanks again to one of our sponsors, AVC. 63-51, 6:54 to go. An and-one opportunity waiting to be converted by Tyrell Coleman, who has 17 in this one, leads the way for Bakersfield. Haven't seen Joshua Asif for a while, the reason being he's got 3 fouls. And the Marauders have done a pretty good job of keeping this game in their favor, and Chigozie Achara, big reason why. Achara, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 5 of those points from the charity stripe, and he only shoots 33% on the season, so obviously those numbers going up. Lewis has been terrific as well, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I wonder how many steals. That's a Scottie Pippen line for sure. One of the greatest point forwards of all time, to be sure. Coleman off the front iron, rebounded by Mahoney. A little redemption there. Baksick now will bring things up for the Marauders, leading by 11, 62-51. Scott into the lane, left-handed layup. Nobody's fouled. Fouled by Medina. Eloy. It's good action. Scott inside out dribble and ridden underneath. First free throw. I didn't see whether or not it went in, but I'm not seeing the score change, and his facial reaction didn't look happy, so it was a miss. Second one's good. 63-51 now. Asif getting ready to check in, under 7 to go, 6:40 to be exact. We'll have a foul on Patterson. 1-and-1 coming, and You just can't have that play if you're Darrell Patterson. Double bonus for both teams right now. And you have a 12-point lead, an opportunity for the Renegades to cut into the lead for Antelope Valley and have no time cut off the clock. That cannot happen. Do my best Bobby De Niro casino imitation. Free throw up, no good from Coleman. Asif back in. It's Asif, Baxic, Mahoney, Scott, and DeJour Lewis. Second free throw also off the mark and rebounded by Virgil Mahoney. Mahoney now his 8th rebound, go along with 8 points. He has it right now. Kicks it into the corner. Scott one-on-one as Asif underneath, guarded by Pemberton. Baxic gets the switch, goes inside. Asif, point blank, soft touch. Joshua Asif now with 18, leads all scorers. Joshua Asif has come here to play. He's 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. I'd like to see the rebounding numbers be a little bit better, but you can't expect him to be too aggressive on the boards, working with 3 fouls. Coleman from 3, that went off the mark. Lewis with a rebound. Lewis now his 9th rebound of the ball game. It's one and done for the Renegades as they trail it by 14, under 6 to go. Baxic, crossover. Cut off by Fry. Baxic, layup up, no good. Rebound, fought for and 1. We'll have a foul on Lucas Baxic. Looks like Sean Fry going to the free throw line. See what we got here. I mean, I want to know where the foul is, because it looked like Sean Fry just fell down. And that's about as good a view as you're going to get. Fry puts in the first. Second free throw also good. Lewis quickly up ahead, has Mahoney. Mahoney likes to draw things out here. Kill some clock with a 12-point lead. Nice screen from Asif, frees up Lewis. Lewis layup, no good. Mahoney keeps the live off to Baxic. Scott had a wide open look. Not too sure how I feel right now in terms of these wide open shots being passed up. I do like the decision to kill some more clock and get a better shot, but some of these looks, it almost looks like you're playing to not lose versus trying to win the ball game. There you see Joshua Asif, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Operating with 3 fouls. First free throw off the mark. Come on, big fella. Asif ready the second. That one up and good. So Asif now up to 19 in this one. Coleman nearly lost it, gives out to Fry. That shot long, rebound, fought for and 1. Pemberton puts it up and in. Andre Pemberton now with 13, timeout call. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 66-55 AVC. The double-digit lead, under 5 to go. Quickly back the other way. Lewis has Mahoney, who rises up and puts it in. 30-second timeout going to be called by Coach Taylor. It's a great job out of that timeout. See the Renegades trying to set up the press. And Lewis quickly ahead finds Mahoney, and Mahoney with the soft touch up high. Renegades with it. Coleman going to bring it up, trailing by 13. Under 5 to go in this second half. AVC looking to break a 9-game losing streak. Shot up inside is good for Ramel Davis. Dueling timeouts after every possession now. Only one timeout left after this one for Bakersfield. They could take another timeout. We'll be back. Asif inbounds to Bagsick. Renegades again trying to force the pressure. AVC quickly bringing it across the timeline to break the press. Bagsick into the lane down low, has Mahoney, a foul down low. 2 shots coming to Virgil Mahoney. Mahoney now in double figures. He has 10 and 8, 13 and 9 for DeJour Lewis. And Asif leading the way with 19 in this one. The women up next, part 2 of our doubleheader. See Virgil. Little Blake Griffin on that free throw. Locking the knees and then into a shot. It's to be totally in rhythm. And the legs lead into a shot. That was better. The result, the same. Lead remains 12 for AVC, 69-57. A chance for BC to possibly go on a run. They have the player to do it. The player that can do that for them, Tyrell Coleman, who has the ball right now, working on Amani Scott. Gives off Medina from deep. That one off the back iron. Coleman with a rebound inside. Shot up, no good, but he's fouled. And Lewis got his money's worth on that one. Eloy from way downtown. Lewis making sure that Coleman wasn't putting that one in. Coach Chavez and company talking things over. How do we chip away? First free throw up and good. The lead is 10. 68-58. Marauders holding on for dear life here. That one stolen by Coleman. Last player you want to leave alone from three. The triple is good. 68-62. And the late collapse rearing its ugly head here. Turnover, but a foul call. Lewis going to the free throw line, it looks like. AVC has had some opportunities this season to close out games and has not been able to do so. And there we see Asif, who's just late to react. Can't leave that man open. There we see Lewis bumped by Pemberton. So, I mean, Pemberton commits the foul. We're going to have a full timeout called by Coach John Taylor. And the Marauders want to talk things over. 3:35 to go. Don't go in. One of two free throws here for de Jour Lewis. Hits on the first. Free throw so important down the stretch here. The lead out to 7 for the Marauders. 3:35 to go. Chance for Lewis to pad the lead further. He does so with the second made free throw. Full court pressure being applied. They bring the trap over. A delayed trap from Baksic? No. Coleman. Fires from three. Coleman had that shot blocked, it looked like. Rebounded by Lewis, quickly back the other way. Scott in transition. Layup up, good. No call made. The lead is 10. AVC executing better here down the stretch. Coleman to Medina. Medina run off the free throw line. Floater up, that one off the mark. Rebounded by Asif. Now is when you start to slow things down. Scott back to Asif. Baksic to the rack, he's fouled. Good action here. Good execution by Asif, holding his ground, setting the pick, and Baksic making use of it. You know, at times this season offensively, in terms of execution, the screen, you know, sometimes the player's just going to a spot instead of actually serving a function in the offense. And that time we see it executed it well. First free throw up and good. For Baksic now with 14. 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Lucas looking to stay perfect from the stripe. Second free throw up and good. 74-62, 2:30 to go, and AVC in a great spot here, break out of a 9-game slump. Such a dangerous team with this amount of talent on it. Fry from 3, that one off the back iron. Asif in traffic, give me all of that. Asif going to bring it up, give it to a guard, gives it off to Lewis, and Lewis lays it up and lays it in. Asif doing everything tonight. First assist this evening. Asif going to pick up the foul as well. Are we going to have an offensive foul on Fry? No. It looked like Fry really pushed off with that offhand. We're going to have one more look at it here. And look at Fry with the right hand. Makes contact with the face. That's an offensive foul. That is a terrible call not made. And they're going to award the player, the shooter. I think Asif has to come off because he's bleeding. Far from incidental contact. This is a pretty egregious play here. As Fry comes down, it's a great finish with contact, but clearly extends the arm and makes contact with the mouth of Joshua Asif. And Asif is the one that's whistled for the foul. 76-64. Under 2 to go. Asif just picked up his 4th. Baksic trying to split the double team, turns it over. Back the other way. Fry, another layup. Danger time here for the Marauder. It's 76-67. We need to get the scoreboard changed here, please. Baksic back the other way. He's fouled by Coleman. Baksic says, hey, if you're just going to give me it, I'm going to take it to the rack. I wonder if Coleman had a foot on the line down low. And I wonder if Coleman picked up a technical foul. Yeah, I think they're going to say that Tyrell Coleman picked up a tech. Free throw up and good for Baksic. After a quick little run there for the Renegades, this is a chance to put 4 points back up on the board. Nothing ever happened, except for time killed. 90 seconds remaining in this one. Both free throws up and good. $80-67. Another full timeout taken. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Back in the Baksic with another couple free throws coming his way. Or is it just one? It's just one. And that one's off the mark. Blemishes his perfect streak from the free throw line. 6 of 7 now from the stripe. Turnover for the Renegades, and that's probably going to do it. AVC can hold here for the final 2 possessions. Can probably just hold and let the shot clock wither down. Although, having just dropped a huge game at Bakersfield, you maybe wonder if they're going to go for it. Medina turns it over. Baksick recovers and offensive rebounding opportunity. More time to come off the clock here. Baksick from 15, that one's good. And a punctuation mark for Lucas Baksick, now leading the way, 20 points in this one. 5 rebounds to go along with 6 assists. Another turnover. Patterson can just dribble this one out. Coach Taylor says, hey, back off. Great sportsmanship here from the Marauders. A terrific response, bouncing back from big loss on Monday. They're going to take this one, your final 80-67 from Lancaster. The Marauders on top of the Renegades. It's been a fun one, and this is one of 2 here tonight of our doubleheader coverage of Antelope Valley College Marauder basketball. The women up next here on SoCal College Sports. We'll see you on our channel, SoCal College Sports 1. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, Mike Zepeda signing off. We'll see you in a little bit.